fall season is almost here, which means another semester of school is here for many of you. Thankfully, I finished school a while ago, but regardless, whether we are cramming for a paper that's soon to be due or working on our next YouTube video, we need to make sure our brain is focused and in the right place to ensure we get the most out of our time. That's where music plays a factor. Whether we're at the gym, in a car ride, studying, or trying to get those creative juices flowing, music is always there. Nowadays, for many of us in this difficult world, we need music to calm our brains and keep us focused for the task at hand. Thanks to the internet, we can enjoy the ever so popular genre known as Lo-Fi music. Lo-Fi, or low fidelity music, is music that is created with intentional imperfections to stimulate the front lobe of our brains in order to focus. Sometimes this music can be played along ambient sounds like rain or fire cracking. This genre has become popular in recent years due to the calming effects many people, including myself, swear by. Many of us put it on in the background while we do our chores, study, and even fall asleep to. But how well does lo-fi music affect our brain? Researchers found that music overall can stimulate multiple areas of the brain, including the prefrontal cortex, auditory cortex, and the limbic system. The prefrontal cortex is the most evolved brain region and serves as our highest order of cognitive abilities. The auditory cortex is part of the temporal lobe that allows us to process auditory information. Lastly, the limbic system is a system of nerves and networks that controls basic emotions and drives. Listening to music can also release dopamine in our brain. Dopamine is a chemical released in the brain that is responsible for making you feel good. But how does this all apply to lo-fi music? Lo-fi music by default contains no lyrics, which is supposed to be less distracting, which is similar to classical music. As far as classical music goes, there is the Mozart effect, which is an older theory that listening to classical music may improve spatial performance and brain activity, which in turn means classical music makes you smarter. This theory for the most part has been exaggerated in the past, including by the author of the original test himself, who explained that classical music really has no effect on general intelligence. So how much can be said about lo-fi music? Well, a study was done by Daphne Robin A. Flores from Kwantlen Polytechnic University, in which participants were separated into 3 groups. One group is going to listen to lo-fi music, second group is going to listen to classical music, and the third group wasn't going to listen to music at all. The groups are going to take an exam under these conditions to see how well these music genres make a difference. The result? The theory of these musical conditions enhancing performances was not supported. There was really no significant increase in spatial and cognitive abilities. Now keep in mind this is one instance and one test. This isn't the end-all be-all for everyone. Given the simple and repetitive nature of lo-fi beats, I personally do find this genre reduces distractions when trying to work. I think it really comes down to preference. There are people who dislike lo-fi music and probably prefer a whole other genre to study to, and there are those of us who enjoy lo-fi and the community the popular lo-fi girl has created. This genre has inspired a whole wave on the internet. Many channels create their own characters similar to lo-fi girl and lo-fi boy, and then put their own unique flavor on the aesthetic. The community this genre has created is just amazing. We can come together and enjoy the music in these safe and relaxing spaces. I do find that having lo-fi music on in the background does have a positive effect on the productivity and calming of my mind. Having the right music can definitely put you in the mood you're looking for, and lo-fi music does exactly as advertised. Regardless on where you fall on the spectrum, I think we can agree that overall music plays a huge role in the way we handle productivity, whether we are at home, school, or at a coffee shop. It's always calming throwing on headphones and tuning out the world to focus. Do you guys use lo-fi music to study? If not, what do you prefer? Leave it in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.